What is going on, everyone? Nick here, and welcome back to my Marvel Strike Force free-to-play journey, where we are back with our first non-day one roster and kind of, early game impressions of, things that we could have done, things that we did, what kind of offers are out there if you are looking to spend a little bit of money. Because there are some, not surprisingly, the Marvel Strike Force does a pretty good job of it, but they have some good offers if you're looking to be a dolphin. Not quite a whale, but be a dolphin. The whale ones can be a little bit ridiculous, but yeah, let's jump into that just to verify that, I got here. Legitimately, we have there's consecutive days. There it is. Log in for 30 days. I have 9. So this is day 9 as I'm assuming the title said, if I remember to put it in there. But yeah, the first thing I want to do is I want to show the offers. Because my account's free to play, doesn't mean yours has to be. And honestly, if you are looking to drop specifically $35, I think the 2 starter bundles that you can get are just like so worth it. The first one being this one right here. The power starter offer, it gives you 100 shards of Rocket Raccoon, 100 shards of Groot, 100 shards of Gamora, which is the big one, and then 100 shards of Drax and Mantis, as well as a 7-day energy thing just to get you going. And the 7-day energy is really good because of a event that's happening right now that I'll show in a bit. But this offer for 15 bucks, if you're down to spend money, super worth it. It's a great start. It gets you a heroes and a cosmic team right out the gate. And like I said in the first video, Gamora is just so high tier right now that while the rest of this squad isn't that great, if you level up this squad to 5 stars, this squad unlocks Star-Lord. So you could replace Gamora with Star-Lord in this group if you want to put Gamora with, Infinity Watch or just some ragtag team, because her and Nebula can easily carry. Then, that's a great starter. The other big one is this one right here, this power starter offer, which is just Sinister Six at 4 stars, which is phenomenal. This is the team I'm basically building. I'm switching out Vulture for Swarm, but other than that, this is the exact team I'm building from the kind of scratch. And this offer, if you're down to spend the 20 bucks, is phenomenal. There is currently it ends in 2 hours, so you won't see it. I don't know if it's gonna still be there for you guys. It probably won't. But 50 bucks for 100 shards. If you're looking to whale, pairing up these 2 offers could have been worth it. But with this one ending in 2 hours, and also just being like a really bad deal in comparison. Like, if you're getting 180 shards for 20 bucks, why would you pay 50 for 100 shards? These two offers combined would get you almost a 5-star Sinister Six team. So if you really want to cut down on the amount of farming, you could do it. But is that really worth 50 bucks? Not, in my opinion, not really. And then, of course, I mean, you have some of the other ones. You have a X-Men team one, which is fine. It's fine. X-Men are good. If you want to dominate Arena early on, this is a good team. But again, it's 50 bucks for a couple of 4 stars. And Wolverine you get passively anyway every day. Because he's the complete all your challenges, or not challenges, but complete all your daily objectives character. So like I already have Wolverine at 2 stars. Like, he's not hard to get. The other ones are tricky to get, but again, X-Men not necessarily a priority. Down here we have a similar one to the what do you call it, the Sinister Six, where this one's a lot cheaper. This is a decent deal. It ends in 3 hours, so it might not be there for you when this video comes out. But this is a fine deal. Again, if you're looking to whale at the start and getting this team, then do it if you got the money. Defenders team, when I first saw this I was like, absolutely not. But Shang Chi is now available, and he is a city hero. He's also Heroes for Hire, so you get Iron Fist and Luke Cage synergy. So this could be worth it depending on how strong Shang-Chi stays in the meta. Shang-Chi being available has changed my heroes idea for my hero campaign. But if you were looking for a jump start for just a city team in general, these guys are fine. The defenders were like the original, like, get these guys first team. So you still can. We do have, I mean, a couple of the other offers, like the power team's fine. The Final Fantasy, God, I've been playing way too much of that game. The Fantastic Four are fine. You unlock Invisible Woman via the Sinister Six. They're who you use to unlock her legendary event. So if you bought this, then boosted up a Sinister Six team, you could get a Fantastic Four plus Namor. It's what it really is. You get the aim bundle. It's fine. You get the hand bundle. Fine. You get the shield one, which is okay. You get this one, which I got on my, pay to win account. And the top three are good. The bottom two, it's decent for trying to unlock Iron Man, but Iron Man's not that good. So, don't do that one if you don't. You don't want to waste some money. That should be it for those offers. I don't think they have. Yeah, there was the Hydra one that I bought. That was a huge mistake, and luckily didn't do that. But yeah, just wanted to go over those just because a lot of people are like, oh, what are good early game bundles to get, because some of those are exclusive to being a new account. And I think, again, if you're willing to spend like $35, the Guardians and the Sinister Six one's worth it. But if you're not, then don't buy them. It's as simple as that. Now let's take a look at first this milestone. This is how they're doing the Shang-Chi unlock. Is you get a certain amount of these like little fire essence. You get one for every energy you spend, plus you get a certain amount per blitz, and basically you spend them on a special supply store, and through there you can get various things. You can get elite credits, which is what I've been spending them on, or you can just get a bunch of different gear, which sadly at the early game a lot of this gear I can't use yet, so it hasn't been too lucrative for me gear wise, but I'll get there eventually, and there's some stuff that I know I'll need later, that I can get now, so I don't have to struggle later. But you spend those, you get credit toward this milestone. This milestone just straight up gives you Shang-Chi shards, and with that, let me go to my roster. So obviously you can see we made a dent in our teams going forward, but with the Shang-Chi event, I'm actually slowly starting to shift a focus into Punisher. Where are you at? I got Squirrel Girl randomly, which is very lucky. Squirrel Girl and Miss Marvel. I got both. I got Squirrel Girl from a Mega Orb, and then I got Miss Marvel just from a lucky pull out of a Premium Orb. And those two are very good city characters, along with Punisher. Soon to be Shang-Chi, assuming I unlock him. But if you play every day, you're going to unlock him kind of thing. And then just going from there, Shang-Chi's a Heroes for Hire. So I could boost up Luke Cage so I have a tank for that team. Although Miss Marvel kind of is the tank. Iron Fist is another option. He's somebody who I've gotten twice in Premium Orbs. And so, I'm already halfway to getting him. So I feel like I'll probably end up getting Iron Fist to pair up with Shang-Chi. But I've kind of thought that potentially that is my route for heroes. Obviously, probably going to throw Gamora in there. Potentially even Thor, maybe. We also have, like I said, we got Wolverine, who's been quite good, honestly. So that might be a thing, but definitely looking to just make a kind of a general cities hero team for right now. Which, I feel like will be good. And then as you can see, I did do quite a bit of work on the Sinister Six. I got lucky, and there's an event that was quite lucrative as a free-to-play player. I did spend basically all of my shards, or all of my power cores. But I got Mysterio almost at 3 stars. It unlocked Green Goblin for me. And then Rhino and Shocker was randomly in a Premium Orb, I want to say. I unlocked him one shot, farmed him a little bit, but didn't want to put too much into Shocker because he'll be the first person I replace. But yeah, if you run into any of those events where it's double shards on Sinister Six or double shards on any team you're farming via campaign nodes, I refreshed Mysterio and Green Goblin each day, only using 50 power cores each. Once it got to 100, I stopped just because I didn't have that many power cores. I wasn't going to pay for any. But it worked out incredibly well. Like Mysterio, I think I went from not having him unlocked to almost a 3-star in like 2 or 3 days. I got very lucky with his rolls. And then Green Goblin was less lucky, but still unlocked him. And that team's just been doing absolute work for me. So that's gone pretty well. And then of course I unlocked Nebula. I believe I got her out of, I want to say a couple orbs, because I don't have her node unlocked yet. But I got her, haven't geared her up yet because I don't have Gamora. But she's sitting there waiting, ready. She'll be on my Cosmic team. Along with, of course, Hela, who is an absolute monster. The fact that you get her for free, I jumped 1,000 arena slots just by including her onto my team. Which obviously, you know, I'm fighting at the bottom with a bunch of free-to-play players. But having Hela has made it hell easy. just simple as that. And then my arena team has basically been this top crew right here. With Hela, Thor, having that Asgardian synergy, and Thor is just a good character overall. And doing Mysterio, Green Goblin, and Rhino have just been, they're kind of the better of the Sinister Six. Although Green Goblin will be switched out for Swarm eventually, just because Swarm's really good. But it's been working quite well. I am very satisfied with it. As far as, you know, weird things I've found with the free-to-play account is that your starting, what do they call it? Alliance is very important. The alliance I am currently in is garbage. I need to make the move. I haven't yet because I've just been busy with work. But it's a very bad time in this alliance. I realized on my last one, the alliance that they randomly put me in when you unlock alliances was actually really good. I got super lucky. This one's horrible, where I have people like jumping in the same lane as me and, like, you know, just not completing nodes. Like a bunch of them will just join the raid and not do anything, and so we never finish it, so our rewards are always garbage. So it's like, that's something you should definitely look out for. I've definitely wasted a good chunk of, you know, my ability to raid just because I haven't left this alliance yet. I kind of hoped that, because the way it worked was we all got to, like, we all unlocked the alliance, but we all couldn't really raid for the first like 2 days or so. Then people started to kind of trickle in and raid. But I was hoping it'd get better, and it just gotten worse. So I'll have to bail on alliance. So my first recommendation is find an alliance that's decent. Even if it's one of the randomly generated ones, you can get put with players who actually care. And, you know, because of that, I think I've done 2 raid orbs. Because I don't have good income of raid credits, I can't farm anyone. Like, it's unrealistic for me to be like, oh, I'm going to farm this character. A, because the rotation's random, and B, I just don't get that many credits. So I've been able to open a couple raid orbs. Got a few good things. Got like a 7-shard Baron Zemo and stuff like that. But again, it's not something feasible where I can go, oh, I want this character, and go through it. Arena and Blitz have been super easy. Blitz is interesting because you can't climb that high with the free-to-play accounts. You kind of, you know, taper off around, where are we at here? Because I think I'm at that point on this one. Yeah, so around basically before 14. To get 14 with the free-to-play account can be tricky if you're not putting a bunch of Blitz energy, or not energy, but the healing for Blitz. And it's just one of those things where, like, because I can't get that high, a lot of times the Blitz don't feel that important. So what I'll do is I'll pull the health things that you get for Blitz, and then once a character pops up that I really want, I'll go for it. Like Captain Marvel, don't really care about Captain Marvel, so she's not one that I'm like willing to take super deep. But when a character like Swarm was one of the first ones I got, I tried to max that out as most I could. Given I was level like 12 at the time, so I wasn't getting much. But I feel like with free to play accounts, you definitely got to be more picky, especially early on with what blitzes you really commit to. Just because even when you do get the challenges that are the which one is it? This one right here, the medical supply one. You don't get that many blitz heals from that. Like, it's just, you don't have the ability to farm them yet, or you have the ability to farm them but in small increments, so you gotta be picky, which is fine. I think that makes it more interesting. The big thing I've run into is that the Death Pool campaign, I just basically have given up on, kind of. I got this far. This is with my current team. Actually, I haven't tried this one ever since I boosted them up, so I should probably try this one. But for the most part, I was able to get rid of the first 2 orbs. The rest of them I've kind of just let sit, sadly. We'll grab some of these. Oh, I guess I did do it today at some point. I probably did it last night. But we'll grab some of these. Just auto them, try to get as much out of this as I can. I doubt that'll give me any kind of orb. I could be wrong. No, I'm way wrong. We need a ton more orbs. So it's just, as a free-to-play, at least early on, it's just that those campaigns are not feasible for me to get the character. And luckily they've shifted away from that. Who do we get from Milestone? Ant-Man? Sure. That's fine. We'll take it. But yeah. Is there anything? No, I don't think so. I think that's all I want to do for this one. Again, this is just meant to be kind of an update. You know, I'm close to Gamora. I'm close to Swarm. Swarm I should have in the next 2 days. Gamora I should have in the next 3 days, probably. And then Hulk's getting there pretty soon. Captain America is quite close as well. We had the September ones. We're still getting the truckload of gold, and that's been beautiful because I basically just buy out the supply. Because I don't spend any gold right now. I just buy out everything that's in the supply store. And so I'll be ready once my guys level up. We do get the shield security guard tomorrow, which is cool. Actually, we get him in like an hour. but we get him actually a decent tank early on. So that's fun. And then the welcome one where we get Captain America after 14 days. We, of course, are on day 9 currently, so we will get him in 5 days, which is great because he's a good tank. He'll, you know, he can be my tank for my Heroes campaign. He'll be used eventually when I, you know, eventually build up a Wave 1 team. But he's solid. And then, of course, right now we have the Jubilee 7-day login where you're getting all the Pimtech characters. And, you know, none of them are going to unlock with this, but it's nice to get the shards, start working towards stuff. Because, like, Ghost is a good character. This Pimtech team's okay in general. So, that's not too bad. And then, of course, we have Premium Orb 1 running right now. Which, you know, I'll always take Premium Orbs. they've gotten me some decent stuff in this one so far. But yeah, that's going to be it for this, this little roster review / offer review / you know, my thoughts on essentially the first 40-ish levels, because nothing's really going to change in the next 2 levels. Plus, I'm very close to 39, I just realized. But, yeah, the early game, at least, is very kind of luck dependent as far as what events pop, you know, what the login bonuses are, what, if you're going to pay, what offers, but even if you're not going to pay, kind of what freebies they give you. That's gonna be important. Like right now, it would be a great time to jump into the game if you're still on the fence, because you could jump in, get Shang Chi, because you get a ton of energy at the start, and that could, you know, get you on a good path going towards the city's team, or even just having Shang Chi in general. Would be a good idea. The Death Pool one, sadly, you're gonna miss out on, but honestly, I'm not super heartbroken about that. She's a great character, don't get me wrong, but just I'm not a huge fan of this type of unlock where it's like, oh yeah, you do the things and you just farm shards. Then the problem is that you get her orbs, and these orbs don't just contain her. They contain a bunch of other characters. So it's like, okay, you're guaranteed some shards of her, but you'd have to farm that a ton to make it worth it. And honestly, I just haven't found a huge, you know, a huge reason to do that. Also, one last thing with as far as power cores go, I don't spend them on anything but energy, because I want, especially with the Shang Chi event, but even when the Shang Chi event's not happening, I like to maximize my days, farm up gear, farm up characters, stuff like that. Especially when an event pops where you get the bonus shards. I think I had like 1,000 shards when that event popped, and by the end of the event I had 0. So, you know, I spent them what I feel like is wisely, because I got the characters I wanted to, and you know, I'll take that as a win. But this account has been super fun. If you are into this game, if you already have an account and you're just watching this because you like the content, I actually highly recommend starting a full free-to-play account if you pay on your other account. If you already got a free-to-play account, you understand it. But if you have a pay account, like this one feels not more rewarding, but just like the challenges are different, and I think that makes it fresh and fun. Because I was getting a little burnt out on my pay-to-win account, but this is a good time. I've made this account my main phone account now. Which is surprising, but it's a good time. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys for the cool feedback on the first one. That was very fun because I do love this game, and I like that you guys were into it. I know a couple people started up the game because of that, and that's awesome. I'm all for that. And yeah, if you guys have anything specific you want me to go over, maybe something that I didn't think of, just because, you know, at the end of the day, this game is literally a daily checklist game. I should probably grab that energy, but yeah, you know, it's a good time, and if there's something you want me to go over, then let me know, because I enjoy it. I'm not gonna claim to be the best character. What the? I'm not gonna claim to be the best player in the world, but I like this game to have invested enough time and research to at least be semi-knowledgeable. So yeah, I'm gonna get here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and hopefully I see you next time. So yeah.